President Tinubu promised renewed hope.
You see a couple of things. Let me tackle his first, then dial back.
Yes.
You see why we keep saying manifestos matter?
Absolutely.
We campaign in poetry and govern in prose. Now they have seen how hard it is for governance. They are trying to backtrack. But please, somebody should tell Mr. Oshiomhole that we have receipts. We have the manifesto. It was over 80-page document. Have you known so?
Yes.
How he promised economic growth of 12% and he dialed it back. How we promised agricultural bonds, all the things he promised and he said, we have all the recordings. And no matter how much he tries to, move away from it, we'll ask them the question. That's what governance is about. We want him to do well. We want Nigeria to do well.
Yes.
But Nigeria will only do well with scrutiny, Oji. So please, when politicians start to change mouth, don't listen to them. They promise renewed hope. Although people are facing renewed shege now, but we know life can be a whole lot better if they do what is needful for the people. President Tinubu himself said, let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them. But he's suffocating them now with all of this, bad implementation of policies. They need to go back to the drawing board. Let me now go back to the next, video you show. Oji, there's another video I want you to show. Okay. Maybe tomorrow you get the video and show
Send it to me.
In that video, Prince Nduka Obaegbana was the moderator. Before this, there was a subsidy debate. And Prince Nduka Obaegbana championed that subsidy debate where Labour and all the stakeholders came to debate. And I remember Emir Sanusi Lamido was CBN governor then and was giving us the empirical numbers. But people like Mr. Oshiomhole then were making arguments based on, when you look at it, the arguments and the other people against were making arguments all sorts based on the fact that there was political slant for them and they wanted to enjoy something politically. So you can now see many years down the line, we have gone back to where we are. I was saying this morning, Nigeria is almost a cycle. The best time to have put out that something was 2012. And for everybody now that they cannot talk because of their hypocrisy, at least you heard in that speech that Pastor Tunde Bakare was saying they are just there to confuse Christopher Kolade. Kolade is Christopher Kolade. When Goodluck Jonathan announced subsidy removal, he put a plan forward. He brought about Shopee. Christopher Kolade was the leader of Shopee. From day one, as he announced he had a plan. This one's announced subsidy gone, no plan. Just put the plan is to truncate people's life and put them in untold disaster. So you can see that what goes around comes around. You can see all of them. I think the question is, where are all of them today? All of them that went to Ojota. Where are all of them today? And guess what? For the man Goodluck Jonathan is, peace be upon that man. Blessings be upon that man. That protest held without any loss of life, except for one incident where an overzealous police officer killed Demola on Yaya Baton. That was the only incident. Military men were there. They shut down the country for 2 weeks. He never used military to chase or shoot any people to death. We are talking about another incident that happened. How people went to protest and it was scuttled. And they used all sorts to attack them. And people were here, they want to have mass burial of 103 bodies. That protest went for over 2 weeks, Dr. Abati. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it was.
But no life was, the military did not open fire on anybody in Ojota and they grounded this country for 2 weeks. You see, life is about good leadership. Right. If you see a good leader, I have not met President Goodluck Jonathan, but please, if you're watching this, sir, your word speaks for you. Your act is speaking for you, and it's vindicating you today.
Yeah,
and let's learn to tell the truth.
That's really what we need.
I have not met President Goodluck. I don't know him, but I'm saying this to him to honor him today.
Absolutely, that's exactly what we need here, Ayo. I mean, Nigerians are suffering. It's a big problem. We're talking about people protesting in Benin. I told you about the ones in Lagos. Now we took a video last week. Trekathon.
Yes.